This is gonna fucking freak out.
Thank you for calling TBN. This is Valerie. How may I pray for you?
Hi, Valerie. I have a very kind of specific prayer, and I think in order for it to be really successful, I need to give you a little backstory.
Okay, what is your name first?
Oh, Matt LeBlanc, no relation.
Okay, and what state are you calling from, Matt?
I'm calling from California.
Okay, now I think you can give me some background and tell me how you want me to pray for you.
Sure. Okay, so, well, basically it goes like this. Ever since I was a kid, my family has moved around a lot. My dad worked as a cashier, and he was always moving around, getting different jobs, odd jobs here and there, within his field. My mom was unemployed. She was a homemaker. We lived in an apartment, but she was a homemaker. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
So anyway, we at one point we were living in Arcata, California. That's like way up north of Redding. And I was always very religious. Our family was very religious. I moved around a lot, so I didn't make a lot of close friends, but I always had a friend in Jesus. Always. Hello?
Yes.
And I could always count on that. And so, the local, this was when I was about 8, I think, or 9 years old. I don't remember it that well. But I worked as an altar boy in this church. And I worked for a pastor. His name was Pastor Ben. And I became very, very close with him, because in the time that I had spent in this church, which wasn't very long, given the nature of my dad's job, moving around and whatnot, odd jobs, and I became very close with him. He would have me over for dinner. I would help him prepare for sermons, all that sort of thing. And I became kind of his right-hand guy. I was his right-hand boy. I wasn't a man at that time, but he had his right hand on me, and I had his right. I would hold his right hand. At that time, and basically, as a
Matt, I only have a certain amount of time. I'm sorry. So can you just tell me how you want me to focus your prayer?
Yes.
Basically, what do you want me to pray for?
Well, this is a really special man to me in my life that I lost contact with. This is a man who touched me in my heart. He touched me many times over that short period, and I think he was transferred. I don't know what happened. I think since I moved, I think he had been transferred for, how the nature of the job, they're constantly being transferred, priests. Do you know what I mean?
So what is your prayer, though? What do you want me to pray for?
I want to find this man. I want to get to know this man in my life. I'm 21 years young. I'm 21 years young now. I'm a young man, and I want to know. I want you to pray for me to find this man. I want to meet him again. I want to touch him. I want to find him.
Okay.
Can you help me do that?
Yeah, I can pray for that. You want to locate him?
Yeah, I mean, does that work? Because private detectives, forget it.
Okay, well, let's go before the Lord, because, like I said, I'm running out of time here. Father God, I just thank you for Matt's call, Lord, and, you heard his petition, Father God, and we just asked, Father God, for your help, Lord.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. I just wanted to, if you could put in I'm just going to, as you do it, I'm going to say a few things, and if you could put that in, the prayer as you're doing it?
I don't know what you mean.
Just if you go along, and I'm gonna just interject as you're going along with the prayer, and if you could input.
Well, did you say everything? Because basically, if you said everything already, I can just agree with you on that.
Yeah, but I would like, within the prayer, I want you to say a few certain things that, specifically in the name of the Lord. Because I think that really could give this prayer the extra weight and the value that it needs and deserves. So here, let's go through it. Take me through it. So give me the first part, please.
Basically, what you could say, and I thought you already said what you want, and then that's what I was going to get to praying for that. So I don't know what you mean about interjecting and all that, because didn't you tell me everything that you want the prayer to have in it?
Yeah, so just, okay, tell me what you're going to say, and then I will tell you how we could just add a little bit. And then
I don't know what I'm going to say. I don't know what I'm going to say.
You just kind of, no, I like, that's good, that's great, I like it like that. I want you to just go from the heart, and I'm going to go from my heart as well. So let's say maybe for the...
Let me continue to pray, and if there's anything that I forgot, then you can add it on, and if it's God's will, then I will agree with you in that. That's
okay.
How we're going to do it.
Perfect.
Okay? All right. Thank you, Lord, for Matt, Father God, and you heard his petition, Father God. Everything does not have to be...
I'm sorry, for his petition to find Priest Bendover.
God heard all that, Matt, and we're not going to repeat all that. He heard it already.
I understand that, but it would really mean a lot to me. Maybe could I say it, and then if you could say it after?
You know what? It's really, I'm going to have to, I'm out of time.
I'm sorry, please just go ahead.
Okay.
Just go ahead.
Father, I'm lifting up everything that Matt said, Lord, and, we're just asking you to open the doors, Father God, for him to get in touch with this priest, Lord.
This priest, Bendover.
For this priest, Lord, Father.
We're
just asking for your favor, Father God, for, you're the God of impossibilities. So we're asking, Lord, for you to just intervene right now, Father.
For him to...
And we're asking for your favor so that they could be reunited, Lord.
So that he could... so that I could touch him. Can you say that?
You know what? No. You know what, Matt? This is... Thank you for calling. And that's the end of the prayer. So thank you so much.
Wait, I'm sorry. One more. Excuse me?
No, I gotta go. Bye-bye.
Please. You didn't even finish. Could you... Oh, shit. Fuck.